Brothers and sisters of the Imperium, I come to you with tidings of great news. We are literally 2 days away from Space Marine 2 being released, coming out on that pre-order bonus. I want to say that this journey for the past 12 to 13 years, for those people who joined, for those people who have been there every step of the way, we talked, we played during Space Marine 1, sent all the messages out to the developers. This time is now ours. And the time that I'm seeing now is absolutely record-breaking. We've got stats now that is looking that Space Marine 2 is going to be a hit. It's going to blow everyone away. And I even think we have a chance, a small chance, of maybe achieving Game of the Year with Space Marine 2. Let's jump in, let's talk about these record-breaking numbers, and let's just talk about everything attached to Space Marine 2, all the hype, all the positivity surrounding this game. So first things first, let's jump over to this window and go over what I think is basically record-breaking stuff for Space Marine 2. A lot of people will see this as me being a shill, I'm sure it is, right? But I'm just excited that finally we're getting a 40k game that's getting the recognition that it deserves. If you look at the top sellers on Steam right now, Warhammer Space Marine 2 is at the top. Look at this list. You've got Space Marine 2, you've got Stream Deck, which is popular, Counter-Strike 2, Call of Duty Black Ops, which, you know, is a big thing at the moment. I keep seeing that pop up in my feed. You got other games like this Black Myth Wukong, which a lot of people have been talking about, but Space Marine is literally taking the crown from all of these, and it's not even out yet. Is this like the first little stages of potentially we, the Warhammer community, getting a 40k game, getting a Warhammer product that could be Game of the Year? I'm telling you right now, my spider senses are tingling, and I think something big is about to happen with this game. And it's not just like Steam. Like, Steam's only like one pillar of this. If you go to like other game sites like Game Planet, which I use, which by the way, they've given me a code, Valrak, I'll put it on the screen right now, shameless plug, all their top sellers are literally the 1, 2, 3 versions of Space Marine 2. It is absolutely insane. It really, really, really is insane what's going on with Space Marine 2 at the moment. The hype train has literally taken off. We are in orbit, brothers, and I think this is going to be absolutely great for us, because if the game does get the traction, if it does make the sales, if it starts making the revenue, that sees that the developers are going to say, wow, this game has got a lot going for it. Let's invest more money into it, more content, more skins, more game modes, more, hopefully, single-player story modes and everything like that. Space Marine 3 sequel a couple of years down the road. It's the perfect time now for we, the Space Marine community, the 40k community, the Warhammer gaming community, to get on this hype train. I'm absolutely bloody buzzing for it. And if we jump over to this screen, you can call me deluded, you can call me a shill, you can call me a Space Marine fanboy, you can call me anything you want at this stage. I'll take it, because I am all these things, because I'm excited for it, and I see the amount of stuff the developers are putting into this game. They just launched like a brand new form, and on this, you know, you can go in there, you can talk to other fellow fans, all the news are over here, but there's a big thing on here, which is the idea tab, and you, the fans, we the fans, can suggest ideas which they can implement then into the game. I've suggested something like a hero class, which is like a mini dreadnought mode where you can play as one of the heroes, not only in the Space Marine chapter, but maybe across other Space Marine chapters, Lysander, Dante, Azrael, and stuff like that, and it brings bonus and buffs to your teams. Think of it like Star Wars Battlefront, that kind of thing. But that's what I go into. But the devs are actively looking at this, actively taking feedback, and actually engaging with their audience, something that we don't normally see with games coming out these days. Developers normally put out a product, they put it out there and they leave it and go, okay, that's your game, we'll see you in a couple of months when we put out a brand new DLC and everything like that. This is different. They're actually asking us what they want to see, and if the idea is good enough and it's got a lot of support behind it, oh sorry, I'm getting excited, just hit my microphone, if it's got a lot of support behind it with the community, then They're going to implement it. They're going to put that in there if it's possible. This is absolutely great. We, the players, can start shaping this game and turning it into something which is going to be absolutely incredible. I know there's been a lot of talk about like the season passes and like that kind of thing, and people are not happy with that. I don't see that as a big problem, but again, that's just my opinion. You can completely disagree with me. I think when it comes to DLC and paid skins, you have to have it as a balance. I've always said this, right? It has to be like a 50-50. If you put it all out there where everything is just you have to pay for it to get it, I don't agree with that at all. But if you put stuff out that's free and then you put stuff out that's also paid and you balance it out, I think that is the best way to do it, because people can still get free stuff, and then those people who want to go the extra and pay a little bit extra, they can get that stuff as well. I've always said it that way. I've always done it that way. I don't agree if you do it one side, because I think that does break the mechanics and the community of the game. But again, they've put stuff out here already. Like, you can go to the forums. If you go to actually the news tab and we scroll down, like, we know these are free. I did a video on this the other day, the free Twitch drops. Yes, it is Twitch. I'm not a big Twitch fan. In matter of fact, I dislike Twitch 100%. There's a bunch of microphone lickers, I like to say. But like the roadmap and stuff like that, with like all the free content that's attached to this. Like, if we just zoom in, if I just open this in another tab, if we zoom in, all the top row is free. New PvP game modes, PvP arenas, new enemies, prestige ranks, battle barge expansion, horde modes, new enemies, new weapons, new PvE missions, new level difficulty, battle barge sparring arena, private PvE lobbies, ultra wide support. It's just the cosmetic stuff at the bottom, which is just part of that season pass. Everything else is absolutely free. I think what I want to try and say in this video is that my excitement levels are at a place now which they haven't been in a long time. I'm talking about the days of like when Space Marine was originally announced, when the Dawn of War series were out, and we were all just jumping in, some people for the first time experiencing Warhammer 40,000. I think this game is going to bring a lot of new people into the IP, into the story of Warhammer 40,000, new Space Marine fans, which I personally think is a great thing. I'd love to get more people into this hobby, into this IP, to see them learning about this amazing grimdark story that we have and getting them addicted and fans just like me and you. Space Marine 2 is going to be out on Thursday. I'm going to be streaming it. I'm going to be playing it with you fine gentlemen and ladies over on my stream. We're going to be purging. We're going to have all the fun in the world. Stay tuned, because this week, next week, and many of the weeks going forward, we are going to absolutely be binging on Space Marine, and it's going to be a great time. Sorry for this random waffle of a video. I just wanted to share my thoughts, my excitement and stuff. We are on the breach. We are on the breach to greatness, and we are going to take it in the Emperor's name, brothers and sisters of the Imperium.